welcome back to the channel. This is our BMW M3 2009 E93 convertible, and it's a sad day. Today we're going to be selling this car finally. I believe that it's already complete where it's at. I've already done so much mods to it, so much maintenance. This thing will last forever, so if anyone wants to buy it, just hit me up and yeah, we'll give you a good deal. So this car we've owned for about 3 years now, and I believe that it was the most fun car we've ever owned. The reason we're selling is because we have a new car now for the channel. This car, we'll make a separate video for that later on. This video is going to be about this car right now. So we're going to be doing a full walk around, talking about everything we've done to the car. Let's start with the rear end. So one of the things I did was LCI taillights for the E93, because I believe that it looks a lot more modern compared to the pre-LCI. You also can see we have this carbon fiber wing here. It's a low profile wing, very short. I think it suits the car really well, especially the convertible, which has a more flat surface on the trunk and then a sudden incline going up. That's what the nice thing about the E92 is, it has a smoother rear transition. Moving on, we have our exhaust tips here, which is burnt blue titanium. It's a titanium exhaust, got it from Alibaba. You can also get the Zenrage titanium double X pipe exhaust as well. I'll leave links down in the description for everything if you're interested in buying any of them. Moving on to the side, we have Vorsteiner wheels. I forget the number or the name of these, but I'll put them on the screen for you. We have stock rotors, but upgraded calipers. The whole car's been ceramic coated, so it's very slick and shiny. If you feel like this, things just slip off of it easily. We take good care of the cars because we care a lot about it. We've got a carbon fiber side skirt. They aren't real carbon fiber, they're just plastic. But you know, at the end of the day, you can change them out if you like. For me, I like to save money where I can. Same with the front lip. Our front lip is fake carbon fiber, although it still looks great, and I like that it has the cover for the front bumper as well, the splitter there. It's a unique front lip. You don't really see this one very often, and that's what I like about it, is that it's got a unique look. We have our gloss black grills, and then if you look behind the grills, we've got carbon fiber V-brace, the similar ones that you'd see on a F30. I just retrofitted that in because I think it looks unique on an E9X platform. Next up is our custom headlights. They're carbon fiber. Let me go turn them on for you so you can see what they look like. That's carbon fiber in there. So this isn't the fake carbon fiber, this is real carbon fiber. It's inside of the housing and on the eyebrow. I think it makes it look aggressive and modern. So this is one of the things you have to do if you have an E9X, otherwise it becomes kind of dated or old looking. And that's what it looks like right there. So these are our front brakes, and these brakes are actual calipers from Brembo. I believe they're off of Volkswagen Touareg. We just had to get the adapters to mount them on, but they fit the stock rotors really well, and there's no issues so far. I've been running these for the past 1.5 years now. They look great and they brake superbly well compared to OEM. This is our engine bay. We've had some work done to it, particularly the carbon fiber plenum with the plexiglass window on the top from EAE Lab. If you look closely, you can see the blue velocity stacks in there. There's 8 of them because it's a V8. And we've also got it paired with a intake from Turner Motorsports with a blue cover on the intaker so that it doesn't pick up dust. We also have this carbon fiber heat shield here, which is very functional. It actually seals to the hood and it exhausts out through the hood as well. Very happy with the engine bay. It gives the car a unique look and it sounds amazing, the induction noise. This is our valve cover. It's painted black, the wrinkle black paint from VHT. We changed the color of these valve covers when we did the gaskets and also the gear covers here so that they don't break, because the OEM ones are plastic, so you don't have to worry about that. We have the aluminum gear covers, or the Vanos covers is what they call them. Our M3 suspension is BC Racing coilovers with upgraded Swift springs. So the Swift spring upgrade is very important because that allows the car not to bump up and down, because as you can see, we are very low. It's at the lowest setting in the front and the rear. So you can kind of tell that it looks like it would rub, but it actually surprisingly doesn't, because the Swift springs allow you to kind of tune the suspension so that you don't rub. But if you want to go a little higher, feel free. You can adjust these coilovers to go high or low. I personally like the lowered look. Looks more aggressive that way. And you can see right there, perfect fitment. One of my favorite things about this car is that fitment that we have. And you can achieve it with BC Racing coilovers and the Swift springs. Not too expensive either. This is the interior. We've done quite a bit to it. We've got this DCT shift knob from Black Forest Industries, or BFI. We also have this huge Android screen, 12.3 inch. Makes the car feel more modern, easier to use because the touchscreen is just right there. And it is connected to where the old dash used to be, so it's reversible if you want to go back to the original one. Steering wheel is Alcantara. This is from Kobe steering wheels, or Kobe wheel. You've got clicky paddle shifters, magnetic ones right over here. One of my favorite mods on this car. I also like our blue gauges, but you can obviously change these if you'd like. Our blue gauges have a higher red line, 8,600 RPM versus your typical like 82, 8,300 RPM red line. And if we like you enough, we might even include our beamer bears. The beamer bears always hang back here because they're our passengers for life. I'll also include this if you want it. It's basically a cover or a mesh cover that kind of cuts down wind noise when you have the top down. Makes a huge difference. Allows you to have a conversation and not have your hair blowing all over your face when you're driving on the freeway. If you follow the channel and you watched all the videos, you'll know everything we've done on this car. We've done quite a bit, but I'm happy where it is right now. Fitment looks great, brakes look great. I might be missing a few other mods and maintenance that I've done, so I have to go back and update it. But for now, this is kind of what sticks out. So we're gonna go ahead and take it for one final drive and just kind of let you guys hear the engine, how it drives. Setting off in the final drive of our E93 M3. And what more fitting way than to drive top down to listen to that engine. And this car drives so much smoother and more comfortably than the Lotus Elise, I'll tell you that for sure. Ever since we changed the power steering pump, the steering feels so much lighter and easier to control. That's one of our favorite things about this car. The downshifts, how it sounds, just amazing. High RPM downshifts. Here's some neutral revs. It's just such an easy car to drive. It handles so well, and it's always an event to drive this car, whether you're going out to eat or groceries or driving it on the twisty mountain roads. It's not too difficult of a car to maintain, honestly. You just have to keep up with the maintenance and it'll reward you with a great driving experience every time. The DCT shifts lightning quick and very snappy. The throttle response on this 8 individual throttle bodies is instant. It's like an electric car, but way more exciting. It actually has some decent amount of torque to it as well. I'm surprised. Now if we shut the valves, let's say we want to be quiet, even with the valves shut, you still have an amazing induction noise. This car pulls, it's very strong. The spark plugs have been updated, very recently. So when you do that, it just really helps with the throttle response, the engine response. It feels and runs really healthy. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention the rod bearings and throttle actuators have all been done a long time ago. So BE rod bearings, ARP rod bolts, the upgraded throttle actuators, the ones with the lifetime warranty, those are all done. So it just gives me peace of mind these last few years knowing that those won't go bad. Other repairs and things we did on this car includes starter, a new starter. We did the idle control valve, we did the brakes, alternators, one thing we did, fuel pressure sensor. I also did all new injectors as well. The injectors are known to fail on this car, and if it does, it can be catastrophic engine damage. So injectors are done, thankfully. Engine oil changes, I do them every 3,000 miles. Even though it seems kind of frequent, I just like to make sure that it's running well. I also have changed the DCT fluid, or the transmission fluid, so you don't have to worry about the gears, the gearbox slipping or anything. The DCT on this car is very, very strong and has no issues, no overheat issues, which is really impressive for a car of this mileage. And as long as you take care of it, you let it warm up properly when you drive and you don't beat on it while it's cold, you'll be fine. This is our huge Android screen. You can install any app on it, including Torque, which is right there. So, if you want to read engine codes, watch your timing and everything, it's in there. Equalizer for the sound system. The sound system on this car is actually really good, surprisingly. There's also a front camera here. If you press the aux button, it'll show you the camera on the front lip that we have. And that camera is really useful to protect your front lip. If you want to turn that off, you can. There is a backup camera on this car as well. If you put it into reverse, it goes into it automatically. So the backup camera is a huge help. Sometimes I like to leave this screen on, which shows me my revs and my speed, along with what time is it and the temperature. So pretty useful stuff. If you hold the menu button, you can go right back to the OEM screen. So this is useful to change your settings in the main screen or the main iDrive. But I don't really spend much time on the screens. I just always stay on the updated screen. When I sell it, I'm gonna have to put the OEM exhaust, or at least the cats, back so that it can pass smog. But if you want to put the old exhaust back on, you definitely can. But for smog purposes, I have to put it back to stock just to make sure it passes smog for the next owner. Yeah, that's amazing. It's not about speed with this car, it's about the driving experience. I don't really care too much about going fast. That's why I got a Lotus, I like high revving cars that sound good, that feel good and run good. I don't care too much about the speed. If you want speed, you can add a supercharger to both cars. Honestly, it's just about having fun when you drive, and we don't really track either cars. I've never been on the track with this car, so you don't have to worry about, going super fast, right? It's a cruising car, top down or up. So now we come back to check on the Lotus and make sure no one's messing with it. Sitting pretty over there, nicely done. Yeah, this car has really done a lot for our channel, and we're gonna miss it a lot. I'll still have a couple videos here and there to post that I haven't really posted yet for this car, but really there's not much else to do on this car. It's kind of where it is now, without going to a supercharger, adding a whole bunch of track builds, track mods. It is where it is. So yeah, comment down below your favorite mod on this car or your favorite video. Comment down below if you're interested in buying it. You know, everything is out there on this car. I have so many videos on it, so you know for sure what to expect when you buy it. One thing more to mention is it's a clean title, of course. There's no accidents at all on the record, which is kind of rare for a car that's this high in mileage and doesn't have an accident. And I'm glad, I'm grateful that we've taken good care of it and people have also avoided hitting it. So thank you guys for everything and for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next video revealing the Lotus. So you guys get a little special preview of that before we actually present it to you guys. Also comment down below what you think of the Lotus, right? Any tips and tricks if you've ever had it before. It's definitely a huge learning curve, but I really enjoy driving it so far. It's a fresh experience. This car, I love it a lot, but it's time to move on. And I'm happy to see it go to the next owner, whoever that may be, and hopefully they can take good care of it as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good afternoon.